Well, welcome back to Marvel Puzzle Quest with me, PiMacleod. We're on day 4,341, and, well, we're here to welcome Arnim to S.H.I.E.L.D., or at least finish welcoming him to him to S.H.I.E.L.D. I got more glitches in my words than this game has bugs. Not really, do I? Let's go into it right away here. Arnim Zola is... He's been interesting so far, but I don't think he's anything to break the mold. I don't think he's breaking the meta. I don't think he's challenging status quo. I think he's a fun new option, but kind of like the Maker, kind of like a lot of our special, our sap tile dependent people. Well, they have a dependency on getting those tiles out there and then converting them and then having those tiles do their extra deal, right? Those are turns being taken from you. And if those tiles survive all those turns, then great, you get the payoff. But if you don't get the attack tiles made, for Arnim's case, if you don't get the strike and protect tiles made to turn into attack tiles, to turn into Hydra tiles, to survive their countdown, you're not getting the payoff. So fortifications might be handy. You might need to think about other ways to shortcut it, but I don't think he's really gonna break the game. Well, more than he's already breaking the game with his current bugs, right? I mean, yeah, whatever. You can't help it all. Hey, Mark! Thanks for joining me on the YouTube side. Good to see you, Mark. I would translate that, but I don't have Google to Mark translator ready. Or Mark to Google? Mark to English. There you go. Anyways. Okay, first one up. Let's just get through the Thanosable ones. You know those ones. I might run one of these just a little different just to see something. I might not Thanos both of these. I usually do. I usually Thanos both the first two of them. But for the second one, I think I might pump the brakes and try something. Bear with me, okay? You know I like to experiment here and there. So just bear with me. We'll get there. Alright. How am I doing today, Mark? I'm doing pretty darn good. I actually have a day off tomorrow. I'm going to celebrate my anniversary with my wife. And so because of that, tomorrow I get to, I don't know, not have the stress of work the next day. So I'm feeling pretty good. It's awesome. How you doing, Mark? Let's put the loner in here. And where are you at, Big Purple? There he is. All right, let's go. If you've been noticing, by the way, I've put Craven on my 5-star Thanos for a while now. Not because it's amazing and does anything different and crazy for him, but it's got a really strong addition to blue match damage, and it makes it so that he covers a fourth power for these, a fourth color, I should say, for these easy nodes. So green is a good choice, purple's a good choice, black's a good choice, and blue's a pretty good choice too now. It actually, well, here, I'll show you. His blue's 497. It's nothing to write home about, but it's actually... I got 4 decent colors to match for him. Sure, I'm not breaking the bank here or anything. I'm not making a gigantic discovery, but it's nice to have 4 out of 6 colors be cool instead of 3 out of 6, right? Anyways, that's just the reason I put a Craven on him recently. What else am I doing with Craven? Anyways, congratulations. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mark. I appreciate it. Slowly building up the roster, man, that's the name of the game. Slowly building up the roster. I mean, this might as well be called Slowly Building Up the Roster, the puzzle game. We're just going to go, what? Over here. I'm just going to match that. Call it a day. Thank you, though, Mark. I do appreciate it. Been with my wife. I know this is unsolicited information, but... let's see... Been married to her over 14 years now, so it's a good thing. It's all good. Gravy, gravy, right? Awesome. John! Yay, John! John on the Twitch side talking to Mark on the YouTube side. It's crazy. It's like worlds colliding. Thank you, Powerman 5000. Okay. I said I'd do it. I'm going to do it right here. I usually Thanos this node. I want to try something just real trite, real simple, okay? Give me a moment. I know it's a loner Arnim, so it's not that strong as level 120. I guess theoretically I could just do my 128, but that seems silly. Let's use the one that's 553. I just want to see this work. It might not work because, well, I don't know. I'm hoping it works. Did you see that? I typed in. Wait, I'm typing. Hold up. It's letting me type? It didn't let me type before on streams. It's letting me type now. Something changed. The internet is broken. Yay! Okay. Jubilee. Why 3-star Jubilee? Well, in this case, she's ascended to 4-star, but don't pay attention to that. So I've been curious because Arnim, as we've learned, likes attack tiles. Blah blah blah. Let's see. Selecting a friendly strike attack projectile, fortify it, deal damage, and plus the strength of all friendly strike attack projectiles. It takes advantage of extra tiles, right? Hydra works. Whenever a friendly Hydra tile expires, create some strike tiles. His ability, blah blah blah. We don't need to see the rest of that point here. Select up to 3 basic enemy strike attack projectiles, convert into 2-turn Hydra tiles. Cool. Passive, at the start of Arm's turn, convert 2 friendly attack tiles into 2-turn Hydra tiles, and deal damage equal to the strength of converted attack tiles, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Why am I picking this? Well, Jubilee. Is it Coven? I believe it's Coven. And I might pump this up because of this point, and I think I will. For 6 black, create 3 strength 100 attack tiles. This is at the level I have it at, 271. Level 271, okay? This isn't 5-star ascended. This isn't even high 4-star ascended. This is a baby 4-star ascension for 3-star Jubilee, okay? Create 3 strength 100 attack tiles, then create 2 extra tiles for each marked character. Remember, she marks a person at the beginning of the fight. There's at least 1 marked person out there. So that's 5 attack tiles out there for 6 black. And at the start of Jubilee's turn, improve all friendly attack tiles by 35%. If no friendly attack tiles exist, create 1. Okay, so if we have friendly attack tiles out there, she's buffing them. And remember, Arnim's abilities do damage based on the strength of the attack tiles. Follow me so far? I hope you are. Let's do... We're going to bring down the red. Red is a nuke, and it does like a passive healing thing. I'm not going to try to rely on that. I want the purple to work because the purple is... dealing damage to a chosen teammate or enemy, and then you mark them. Obviously, if we mark an enemy, that's more attack tiles we can make with her black. Plus increasing damage dealt to them. And of course, marked teammates deal extra increased ability damage. Cross your fingers that we mark Arnim. We could choose to mark him purposely too. It's only 5 purple. And then of course this black does what we already talked about. So here's my thing here. I'm using a small node to test this out. I want to see if the Jubilee to Arnim thing pans out. Give me my loner. There we go. Okay? We're going to just try this out au natural. Well, I mean, it's loners, but still. Okay? Ready? Ready? Go. Aw, Mark and John having a conversation back and forth. Hey, Dark, how's it going, man? Good to see you. I'm trying out on the second node of the 3rd day, Medusa, Wolverine, and Blade. I figured I'd use this one instead of Thanosing it and just erasing it from history as we always do. I figured I'd try something. Just a little preliminary thing. I'm using 3-star Jubilee with Arnim. I feel like there's something there. Maybe not game-breaking, but something all the same. I could have put a support on for black. That probably would have been smart. Yeah, whatever. Next time, Gadget. Next time. Let's do... We got to get rid of Medusa first. She's going to be the thorn in our side. Okay, it's okay. You get 3 matches already. It's cool. I see your agenda. It's not nearly as fun as Mockingbird's agenda right now. So there we go. Getting a Hydra tile already. We're already getting an attack tile per turn. That means a Hydra tile per turn. And now we're going to make 5 more attack tiles. Now remember, Arnim can only turn 2 of them into attack tiles per turn. Jubilee is going to strengthen the other remaining attack tiles out there by what, 35%? Yeah, by 35% for each turn that passes by. And then Arnim does his damage based on the strength of the attack tiles. So I'm just trying to, make use of that as much as possible. I'm not saying this is broken. I'm not saying this is something that we can abuse. But at the same time, if you're a lower level player, if you're still in the 3-star or 4-star land, maybe this is something you could use. We're going to try it out here against Medusa, who's constantly healing, constantly thwarting special tiles. And if it works against her, I think it'll work against a lot of threats at the low level. Note that I'm just using, my baby ascended Wanda, my baby and ascended to 4-star, right? Baby ascended Jubilee. It's not like I'm using crazy strong characters here. Let's get that match 5 out of the way. Almost missed that, to be quite honest. We should mark someone else. If we mark Arnim, he's going to deal 160% increased ability damage. Let's do it. Okay, so now he's marked. I almost wanted to match this red down the bottom left. That put that red down low. It would get rid of that red strike tile, right? The enemy one. But if you look at the enemy's AP, they have 7 blue, 7 green, 7 purple. That's 2 purple away from Medusa doing her ability. That's 2 green away from Wolverine doing his ability. That's, well, no one has a blue ability, so that one's safe. But still, I don't want to match that. Give the enemy healing or AP or anything to help them thwart me, okay? I know they're only 2 AP away on a couple of things. I'm just going to avoid it entirely. Let them have it. I'm going to do... I'm going to match that. I don't want a chance giving them anything. See, they took it. They got the healing out of it, but that's okay. We're going to see how much... Oh, my lord. Was that 2,600 damage on the first Hydra tile that expired? This is baby loner Arnim. Isn't he level 120? Yes, he's level 120. Whenever a friendly Hydra tile expires, create 2 strength 129 tiles. Cool, whatever. Let's go over to here. At the start of his turn, convert to... They're based on the strength of the converted attack tiles. I mean, how much is this doing? That one does 1,002 damage. This one does 1,002 damage. This one's going to do 1,002 damage. I have a strike tile that's out there worth another 516. This isn't like... Oh, not 516, but my strikes are worth 516. This isn't crazy numbers, but Jubilee's a 3-star character. Arnim is a brand new 4-star character. You're going to see covers for him for a while. There's some things out here we can abuse. Let's do this again. Let's mark up... Oh, I don't know. We'll mark Blade, because he's... Oh, Jesus. Wow. Deal 540 damage to the target and mark them, dealing 850% increased damage to enemies. He took a lot of damage there. I didn't even see that. I didn't even think about that. That's crazy. Come on, Wolverine, heal this up. Oh my lord. Level 120 Arnim. What? Our strike tile strength is growing. Wow. I know it's an easy node. It's level 120 baddies. but doing 1,000 plus of damage in really quick time without really having to worry about casting many abilities or anything expensive, there's something there. That's pretty cool. John, nice. The U School reunion. I like it. Hey, can't help it, guys. This is an alliance thing here. Okay, let's move on to something a little different. Day 3, toughen up. We have Peggy, Deadpool, and Venom. I'm going to attack Deadpool first because Deadpool's sitting there with his black passive saying, hey, hurt my friends for 1,600 or more. I'm going to clap back at you for 3,300 on a 1-turn countdown. Don't like that. Obviously, I want to get rid of Peggy because she's increasing the cost of all of our abilities by like, what, like 4 AP or something like that until she gets below 30% of her health, of her max health. Venom ain't got no passives. Well, he's got a passive, but no one really cares. He's got a yellow that makes his teammates invisible. That's annoying, but it's an active power, and it's a little pricey. We got time. We got time to deal with him. Get rid of Deadpool, get rid of Peggy, and then get rid of Venom. Everything will be happy. You're probably using a 5-star if you have them. Please do. Go for it. Be my guest. If you don't have a 5-star, I'm going to do something different. We just used Jubilee, or 3-star Jubilee with Arnim. I'm going to do something a little different. Let's type in G-O-R-G. Yes, not 5-star Gorgon. No, who cares about him, right? 3-star Gorgon. Similar story. Jubilee does some fun passive things with attack tiles, namely creating them and strengthening people and all that jazz, right? Gorgon does something very similar. Let's move off of that. Is it the red one? Is it the blue one? Where's it at? Blue one. Which, ooh, this does change. I probably should pump that up. Yeah, let's pump that up. Let's get rid of the red. Okay. At the end of Gorgon's turn, as a passive, if there are less than 3 friendly attack tiles, create 1 strength 80 attack tile. At the end of Gorgon's turn, this means turn 1, we're getting attack tile on the board, which means at the for next turn, we already have an attack tile at the beginning. On the second turn, we're already making a Hydra tile. Okay, so that'll get out there even quicker. That means Gorgon's going to create another attack tile at the end. If we can get the purple, which is only 5 purple, right? We can create 5 more. Awesome. Whenever Gorgon by the way, passively, whenever he makes a match on his turn, 10% chance to stun the target for 1 turn. Whenever a friendly attack tile leaves the board, that seems to be happening pretty frequently with Arnim, right? Increase this chance by 15%, resetting to 0% whenever Gorgon stuns an enemy. So there's a chance to stun the enemy just by having him do passive match damage. The only problem is this assumes your Gorgon is actually going to be doing some tanking. This is my best 3-star Gorgon, level 243. I haven't put any love and care and effort into him because, well, he hasn't seemed like he needed it. But Arnim Zola has shown me that maybe I shouldn't have thought that way. Arnim gave him Gorgon another breath of life. So I'm going to keep Black Cat obviously with the Black Widow batons on because that has a chance of starting with purple AP if you have it at rank 5. Gorgon's going to love that purple AP. And Arnim's just going to do what Arnim does. Okay, ready? Let's go. So we're just going to stay right here on Deadpool. We're going to start working at him. And my purple support kicked in, but Peggy there is making things more expensive. Silly Peggy. Well, let's take this black right here. Look, we already made a Hydra tile. Already. I don't see any fun real matches though. I don't see a black match. I don't see a purple match. I don't see anything I could really abuse. I'm going to give them the team up match and they're going to take that purple up there, aren't they? No, they took the blue. Okay, fine. Be that way. As much as I want this purple right here and black combo, I don't want to ruin my Hydra tile. Let's do this. Black into... Oh, I'll get the purple anyways. Dang it. I got the red. I'm getting some extra AP. Oh, well. There we go. We're starting to get a little more damage clocked in here. And let's go for it. I could do this. Black Cat's purple costs, 11 right now because of Peggy. But it deals a decent chunk of damage and then goes airborne for a turn. When she comes back, she stuns the target for 4 turns. That's not a bad thing. I kind of want to just do that just because stun for 4 turns is a beautiful thing to do. I could stun Peggy and get cheaper abilities out for a while. But I really just want to see the Arnim Gorgon thing work more often, right? So let's just do this to do it. Create 5 strength, 80 attack tiles, and then obviously making matches if I can make some matches. Looks like red would be the type of match that he needs to make. I'm gonna match this green. There we go. We got Hydra tiles. We definitely have Hydra tiles. I'm going to say, let's move, this yellow like this. I'm trying not to touch my tiles. I'm trying to let them work. Okay, so we got some free strike tiles created. I have these 2 black cat traps over here. I might as well use them. Stealing AP is always in style. There we go. And the black little batons kick in for a stun. Can't argue with that. And then what? Should I just make more of them? Probably. I could also do this too. Select 3 basic or enemy sap tiles, convert them into Hydra tiles that deal a nice chunk of damage, 2557 at this level. It's my only use for black, so why wouldn't you, right? So let's go over here. Let's make a green in the corner, purple right there, a yellow, I don't know, right there. Let's make some more of these just to capitalize on the strike tiles I have out there. Then I can select a friendly strike, attack, protect tile, fortify, deal damage plus the strength of all tiles. Might as well. This would get rid of Deadpool and I can move on to Peggy already. I'm going to fortify something. Let's fortify what? The strike? Because I like it? Sure. Bye, Deadpool. Let's start working on Peggy next. Now, she's still stunned for a turn, so things are a little cheaper. I might as well take advantage, right? Destroy 4 friendly attack tiles. Deal damage to the target. Increase by 20% for each attack tile destroyed. Why would I do this? Well, it makes it if I make a match with him, I have a higher chance of just stunning passively, right? If I make matches with Gorgon. Problem is, I don't see... I mean, the only thing I have is red, right? Red is the only way Gorgon's going to make a match. I don't think it's worth doing. I think I'd rather just let the attack tiles be, let the attack tiles do their thing through Arnim. I think I'm going to get more bang for my buck like that. Yeah, let's just leave it. the baton did it for me anyways. That's funny. The baton's like, nah, don't worry, fam. I got you. I mean, should I just put some more tiles out there? Whoa, whenever Gorgon makes a match this turn, he has a 100% chance to stun the target. If I had a red to match and make the stun happen, that would be great. That's pretty cool if you think about it. 100% chance to stun, right? That didn't take long. I bet you if you had characters that did this more reliably, you could get that stun even higher, quicker. Yeah, let's just put this out there. And I'm just going to match the team up. Or should I just do this anyways? Deal damage to target, increased by 20% for each attack tile destroyed. By 20%? I mean, let's... why not, right? Boop. Only 3,000. Ah, it was an experiment at best. So, let's go. I think Peggy's feeling the pain there. Yeah. I'd say Arnim's working. I'd say the payoff of letting Gorgon's tiles do their thing, let Arnim do his thing, is working. Venom's going to use his black active probably next turn. So, I don't know. Let's just let it be. Let the tiles work. I want to see the damage be au naturel. Look at that. It was almost 10,000 damage and I barely did anything. Wow. That's pretty cool. Well, he's stunned. Wow, I didn't even think about that. Black Cat with, you know, the enemy's stunned, you do more damage to him with the green. I mean, might as well, right? Not a bad little combo. Gorgon worked pretty well. I mean, if you get a Gorgon that's pretty high up there, maybe like almost to tank for Arnim, which means he would have to be ascended. And then, yeah, you could totally have fun with that. You could actually use a Gorgon and 3-star Jubilee combo if you wanted. Have Jubilee strengthening your attack tiles, having him help put out more attack tiles. Yeah, that could be a thing. You could totally run that. Oh, I don't know how feasible it gets later on in levels, but that handled Peggy and Deadpool really, really easily. Finding a use for Gorgon. Nice. I know, right? 3 Gorgon of all people. But let's see the lineup for the challenge node. I almost wanted to use Gorgon on this node here, right? Almost. It's not enough, though. Gorgon makes, at my level, 80 strength attack tiles. And Arnim Zola's strength of his abilities is based on the attack tiles being made. I need something with a little more oomph, you know? So I can't do that here. But, well, we know the order of operations here by now, right? You gotta take down Star-Lord as soon as you can, but remember, if you're doing over 16,000 damage, the thing is going to jump in front, create 3 beefy projectiles, okay? That's a big problem. We would need to eat through those projectiles somehow. Don't let Star-Lord's countdowns get out there without a purpose in mind, because obviously he makes all red, blue, green, and yellow powers 2 AP cheaper if at least one of his countdowns is out. That includes Mordo's really strong blue. It does like, I don't know, 69,000 damage when he casts it. His purple is pretty strong. His black isn't too much to worry about, but it's that blue and getting it cheaper that's really strong. Obviously, things red and green are super strong. His red has a 2-turn stun. A red with a stun, and it does a lot of damage. His green has a big board shake, and it hurts. Don't let him make these things cheaper. Don't do that to yourself. So get rid of Star-Lord, get rid of Thing. Make sure to watch for your big hits. Control yourself. Use your 16k plus damage abilities on the Thing. Don't let these guys get loose on you. Easiest way is generally doing something to hold back their AP or to keep stun locked on them. But you can get around it other ways. If you have ways of stealing AP or maybe just downing someone quickly enough, but that takes a lot of damage output, and we only have a 2-cover Baron Zemo. Can't imagine why we only have a 2-cover Baron Zemo. Thanks, game. But it's okay. We'll be fine. Arnim Zola is boosted in a godly way. Level 530. So, I mean, it's going to show in here. Look at that. Fortify it, then deal 12,500 damage, plus the strength of all these friendly tiles you're making. When a character goes down, you're making a big old protect. I'm really not trying to have one of our friends go down. Hydra works. 3 basic tiles, each into 2-turn Hydra tiles that deal 7,213 damage. That's crazy. Whenever a friendly Hydra tile expires, create 2 almost 1,000 damage strike tiles. And of course, those ability comes head of the Hydra. Don't care about that. This ability would make 3 random strike, attack, protect tiles with almost 500 strength. Fortify one of them. we're going to rely on him for a lot of stuff, right? But we also got to rely on Baron Zemo to do a little bit of work. He is a 5-star after all. Do some of the heavy lifting, sir. This loyalty unquestioned would have his allies deal an additional 40% ability damage while that countdown's on the board. So that's something to keep in mind. Of course, the teammates lower their ability cost by 3, so we could fire off more Arnim stuff more often, which is always fun. Obviously, they're going to take 20% increased damage, but I mean, what are you going to do, right? I mean, the enemy team's abilities are going to kill us anyways. So, if we can maybe chew through them faster, it'll be worth it. At the start of your turn, allies are granted a bit of burst health. Don't care about it. Whenever a teammate fires a power, drain 3 AP. Yikes! In that ability's color to create 1 Hydra tile. It's kind of crazy. You're going to drain 3 extra AP, and this guy's lowering the cost of things by 3 AP. So it's almost like a net, loss. A net like 0 gain, 0 loss. And then we get, for 8 yellow over here, 3 3-turn Hydra tiles that deal some damage. This is all good stuff, but we need to make sure that we get these Hydra tiles out there and that they get to do what they should be doing. Question is, what are we going to do to help them? Like I said, I almost wanted to use Gorgon on this node, but he doesn't do enough attack tile strength to get it rolling. I know John over there, our lovely John in the chat, he's already said that 5-star Carnage worked really well for him. I believe it. With those attack tiles he's making right off the rip, makes a lot of sense. That makes a ton of sense. And plus, if you get enough friendly tiles out there, then he starts making strike tiles, and those are strong, and then he turns them into attack tiles that get turned into Hydra tiles. It seems good. It seems like a good thing. I totally believe it. Especially with Zemo as a handicap with Darkseid, regardless of his chemistry with Zola, he's still a liability. He is a liability. Darkseid, he just used Omega and relied on his Power Life nerf to limit the damage they could do once I stockpiled enough AP for Zola to go off. That makes sense. Mark says he usually uses 4-star Doc Ock for this. That is a very, very good use of Doc Ock, especially 4-star Doc Ock. He totally controls the board. That's a very good use of him, and I applaud using a 4-star character on what is known as a really hard node, honestly. Good job, man. I'm looking for certain candidates. Certain peoples. I don't think it's going to jump out at me so obviously, so easily, but they got to have a certain je ne sais quoi, right? Hot Pool. If Hot Pool gets hit, he makes a big old strike tile, right? And Arnim likes to turn those into attack tiles, right? Just double check. Let's check the math here. Whenever he takes damage, strengthen a random friendly strike tile by 100%. Okay, so I'd have to have a friendly strike tile. Let's go up to fair trade. At the end of the turn, I'll just steal the opponent's strongest strike tile, then create a strength 1 enemy strike tile in return. Tradesies. Of course, this means the opponent would have to have the strongest strike tile. So we'd have to have an enemy strike tile on the board to get anything rolling with this. Okay. So it doesn't really do anything until we get to that point, which that might hinder us a little bit. It's okay. We're just keeping things in mind, right? I think we are. I have thought about 5-star Sam, but I would have to damage 2 people in 1 turn. Once Arnim gets rolling, it might be easier to damage 2 people at once, but the first couple of turns would be kind of bare. There wouldn't be a lot of things going on. We don't have people damaging multiple targets in 1 turn for a while. So it'd be lackluster for a bit. You could use some characters that do multi-hits, but then obviously you're not going to get Sam, working with you then. I was looking at Kane Parker there. He's got that red. No, no, that's not going to help, is it? Let me see. Double check. Whenever Kane Parker makes a red match, deal damage to enemies with a mark of Kane. Of course, that has to be, you have to cast a 5 red to get that out there. Reduce the damage of future friendly. When Kane takes enemy damage, reduce it. Add reduced damage to include a friendly sense tile. Ah, okay, whatever. Nope, nothing really cool there. I thought there was something to do with extra tiles. I might be thinking of 3-star Kane. That might have been what I was thinking of. That's right, 3-star Kane hurts himself at the start of a turn, right? Then he makes a protect tile when he hurts himself. And then upon doing so, of course, Arnim's going to turn it into an attack tile. That's the combo I was thinking of. I only have a 3-star Kane. I think I might have a level 271 Kane, but I don't think that's worth throwing into this node. That's not worth feeding him to the wolves for. Could use Null. Null makes an attack strike tile every turn, right? This might be something. Oh, I didn't want to save it. No, no, no. Hold up. Hold up. At the start of the turn, if one doesn't exist, create a 3-turn countdown that creates a strength 360 friendly strike tile each turn. Okay. Start of the turn, there are 4 or more friendly special tiles on the board. Deal permanent damage to the enemy with the lowest health. Okay. We're gonna have special tiles out there. This might be something. Maybe. Maybe. Null might be a winner here. I like the idea of using Null for once. You don't use them that often. Barely often. Could almost use Goose, but I would have to have one of these enemies, one of my allies, take a hit so Goose would kick in with the strike tiles. Let me take a look real quick. Goose might work. Not that one. There's a Caddy Kits. If a team were to take team damage. Team damage. Nope. Oh, there it goes. When Goose takes damage, create a strength, strike tile for each teammate in the battle. So I could pump that up. As long as Goose tanks, he create a strike. That might be even cooler. We'd get more tiles as long as the enemy cascades them. That might be actually better. Plus this black for 6 could destroy, if the thing gets his protects out there, this could take care of them. And then, yeah, this could work. Let's give it a shot. Maybe Goose is the way. I like kind of like Goose for this. We could have Goose tank, make the strike tiles. Arnim can do his thing. Yeah, that might be a deal. Okay, let's go for it. I'm sorry. What was that? I missed a few things in here. Oh, geez. 5-star Carnage for the special to be used by Zola, right? Right. Mark is awesome. You're right. Self-immolation protocol. I used to force Null into games. Rarely did it work. He should be so much better. It's true. And Zola can munch popcorn on the side. This is very true. Okay. Let's get into it. Let's try this out. Goose. Baron. Arnim. Round 1. Fight. Okay. So we need a Goose. See, Goose makes the yellow match. This puts him up front. We'll do like right here. Doop to doop. Okay, Goose just comes out swinging. I said Goose comes out swinging. Goose has no chill. I mean, I guess we'll use that. Shoot, I don't want to give him the blue. Plus, there's the red. If I take the match 4 of blue, it leaves them a match 4 of red with a crit. If I take the match 4 of red, it leaves them the match 4 of blue. We don't want Mordor to have the blue. So, we get rid of both, right? By just doing something silly like... Oh, wait, real fast. We got this. Create a 3-turn Hydra tiles that deal damage. Okay. Forgot about these. 2 strength, 674 attack tiles. Oh! +1 for each kitten countdown on the board. Interesting. I didn't think about those. So I feel like this is the better way to go, right? 3-turn Hydras. Yikes. Not as, but still, this still does a thing, right? So if we get more kitten countdowns, I think Goose's yellow is better. We have 3 of these things, and that's going to make use of both those, both our dudes. Let's give it a try. And now we can get rid of this blue. I know we let Star-Lord create a yellow, right? A yellow countdown, but they don't have the AP to do anything yet anyway, so it's kind of harmless. It'll create 2 random AP for them, but that's assuming that it goes off without being matched away. It's a chance I was willing to take. Nope, I don't want to do that yet. Let's keep this cat up front. There we go. Oh, that's beautiful. We're creating strike tiles, we're creating attack tiles, all because up front we could take this, fortify it, deal damage plus strength of all the friendly strike, attack, protect tiles, which is only a few right now, but it's something. Do I do that now? 12,500, right? It's only an extra like 1,200, so I could still do it to Star-Lord. It's not a bad idea. Let's do it now. We'll put it on what? That red. Just underneath the 16,000 mark, so Thing doesn't get pissed off. And what? Take what? This purple here? Take that purple. Come on, hit Goose again. Ooh. Okay, tiles are kicking in. Tiles are kicking in. Look at this stuff. Okay, things are starting to work. That's kind of cool. Now Zola Bear can have snacks in the background. It's, yeah, it's all the same. The Hydra team can have snacks in the background. Zemo, Zola, whatever, they're both... Yes, they are both those things. That's awesome. Goose, I'm going to need you to take this yellow and run with it. Wow, look at that damage already. Don't get rid of my strikes. You're just jealous, Star-Lord. Jealous of my sweet strikes. He's got 9 blue. 9 blue. He can cast the vaulting boots. That's scary. Someone's dying if I don't do something. Well, this yellow's going to go away. So it won't... It'll cost 10 blue then. So assuming this yellow, everyone with me, doesn't give them 2 blue AP, and as a gamble, then they won't be able to cast it. So it means I shouldn't cast an ability unless I know Star-Lord dies now. And there is no guarantee he's dying now. So I don't think I take that risk. I think I just match this. Hope that he doesn't gain blue off of this. He gained yellow. Good. There we go. Star-Lord's gone. I think we attack Mordo now because he's very close to being very mean with that blue. We try to get rid of him, but now he can cast abilities without worrying about Star-Lord kicking in his thing, right? So we just got to make sure if we're doing 16,000 or more, we make sure Thing takes that ability. So I could put out the Catty Kits and then put out his yellow, which is... That would make a lot more attack tiles. Yeah, right? I feel like that's a good thing to do. I'll do this. Only 2 of them. Oh, because the other 2 tiles were occupied there. Lame. I'm still going to do this. I have to match my blue tiles away here. If only because we don't want Mordo to get them 1 bit. So here we go. It's giving them a match 4 of team up, but what do I care? They can take the team up and run with it. I mean, I don't know about you, but this is working so far. I just got to make sure I'm managing the blue AP. There's a lot of juicy green and red for the enemy right there. It's kind of scary. We know the thing is going to take some of it, but it's not going to put them in range to use the red or the green. So cool our jets. We can make it through this. Take some yellow. Ooh, 11,000 damage. 10,000 on that. There we go. Give us some more. Oh, that's a lot of... Ooh, that's close. Oh, it killed him. Thing couldn't save him. Yes! We don't have to worry about things passive anymore. Now we could just go ham. We just got to worry about his red kicking in, which costs 10. His green, which costs 12. So far, so good. Goose has been really, really good for this. And maybe we put the loyalty on question out there so we get like the 40% of increased ability damage, right? Why not, right? What else are we going to use with that black? I guess we could use Arnim's black. 3 basic or enemy tiles. There is some enemy ones out here, right? Oh. What's it convert them into? 2-turn Hydras that deal a lot of damage? Ooh. It's not bad. Or we save the black for this. Oh, that would just instantly kill him. Is there 4 black out here? That'd be really cool right now. No, there's not. It's close. We can save for it. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see if we can get it. Come on. Give us 1 more black AP, please. 1 more black. I want Goose to eat the thing. He might die before Goose gets to have a meal. No, we got this. So if I take this one right here... Wow, Arnim is just clocking. Never mind, Goose doesn't get to eat today. But Goose would have right then if we had a chance. Goose worked. Goose did the tanking for the team. And because of those big old strike tiles, we saw Arnim do what he does best. Turn them into big old fat attack tiles, which turned into really good Hydra tiles, which expired for good damage. Baron just sat there eating popcorn, as Twitch said. Yeah, good times. Good job, Goose. I didn't go into today thinking I was going to use Goose for this node, but I'm glad we found a nice use for him tanking for our Hydra peoples. Questionable alliance there, Goose. Whatever. Turn the animations on for eating? Aw, that would have been nice, wouldn't it? Oh well, we didn't get to eat them anyways. Meal denied. You're right. Sorry, John, what was that, mister? His Psylocke wasn't working for me until she wasn't. Oh, okay, I see. Damage is coming in waves rather than calculated in one big lump sum. Kept Thing from jumping in. That is true. I think it's the fact that they count each Hydra tile, each passive effect separately. They didn't, there wasn't any one point where it just said, you know, adds the total of this together or anything like that. The fact that it was individual tiles being procced really worked out in our favor against Thing. So that worked. Okay, let's go on and have some fun with it. Ready for anything? This is definitely a animations on ordeal. So we go in here. We have our loner Baron Zemo with a 553. We have loner Arnim Zola with a 553, level 320, and then loner Black Cat. Don't really need to loner her, but why not, right? And we'll go in there, we'll turn on the animations as soon as we get start the fight. It's just kind of fun to see the animations and how honestly simplistic they make everything at this point. Options, character effects on. Let's get into it. We're going to go... I mean, they're going to give me a bunch of purple. I'm going to use it, right? So, purple. Thank you. I'll take it. And then purple. We'll take it. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now, we know what Black Cat's abilities look like. I've seen her use her grappling hook device to get up to the rooftops. Her very Batman-like device. Let's use our Hydra people's powers as much as we can, right? So choose Force or Will. We're going to start off with Force. Deal some damage, destroy a random enemy projectile, which there isn't any, who cares. Create a big old strike tile, deal another hit of damage. We'll do Will at another point if we get more purple. Here we go. Just slices through them because of Force. The damage was kind of unnecessary, but here we are. Blue into team up into red. Well, there goes that Savage. Fred Savage is down. Oh no. Wow. Hold up. That's 4,244 in a single attack tile. And that's going to turn into a Hydra tile next turn. We're going to start chewing through people extra quick. Select a friendly tile, fortify, deal damage plus the strength of all friendly. Yep, got to do it, right? So let's hit this big guy with it. Which one are we going to fortify? Doesn't matter. There's only the one, so we'll fortify that. There we go. Got to see an animation. Yay! Let's get some yellow. I mean, we're just kind of smacking down people one at a time here. Barely even getting them a chance to, like, open their mouth to say a word. They're like, I'd like to say... Ooh, can we test this? Do the Hydra tiles count as countdowns? We could use Wilson's Gambit to test that theory, right? So let's do that right now. They do. They count as countdown tiles. That being said, do you think teaming them with someone like Hawkeye or anyone else that plays with countdowns would be a nice move too? Like, I don't know. What about Kingsley? Put out Hobgoblin with these guys. Let the Hydra tiles expire. Get your extra damage out of them. That's fun. That could be a real fun thing. Throw out Kingsley with them. Hobgoblin. Or anyone else for countdown shenanigans, right? I mean, I kind of knew it would work, but at the same time, you got to test it, right? Got to see the proof. At least his powers are actually working properly now. Still remember how rough day 1 was. It was. Day 1 and 2 were very questionable. Now everything's visible. Thank you, developers, for paying attention to that. We all in the community appreciate it. We really do. Please continue the good work. Create 3-turn Hydra tiles to deal damage. Let's just do it. We want to see the animations. Hail Hydra! There's some countdowns and we don't like them. Let's just, slice through this guy here. Let it do a thing. I like how every time we're killing a guy, we get a protect tile because, that's what Arnim does. So those projectiles are becoming attack tiles. It's like power begets power. We gotta get rid of this guy. He's annoying. Oh, I thought the attack tiles might have finished him. Oh well. Both of these dudes are dead this upcoming turn, right? Right? Sentry Fighter's dead. 4 life? Oh, thank you. I was going to say, come on. Someone finish him off. All right, next wave. We're just chewing through the enemies here, but of course we are. Path to power. Let's do the other one now, right? We're going to choose Will. It just steals 3 AP in the target's strongest color, converting the AP to black. And, oh, I guess their strongest color is yellow? Can I, like, flip it over here and do it differently? Nope, doesn't matter, does it? Okay, let's wait till they get a little bit of AP. Okay? Make the computer happy. We want to see the animation. So, this one? Generate some AP. I want to see the animation. We all do. If I be honest, like, Will is like the least impressive version of that power, but it has the better animation. You've probably seen it in the short I've posted already, right? Right? I think you did. I like to believe you did. Okay, just keep chewing through the enemies. It's cool. Yep. These guys are good at just eating through the enemies like it's nothing, right? That's what I'm seeing. I can't choose it. Can I now? Can I do it now, please? No? Man. Okay, Arnim. Let's select some enemy tiles. This one, that one, this one. We're just gonna break that computer. Urgh. And then we're gonna salute Hydra again. Can you do it now? Oh, I can. Woot, Will. That's such a cooler animation, like the marching off and the little speech bubbles. I don't know. I think that's a cooler animation out of them. Oh, and I could just finish it with... That's overkill, right? That's overkill. We don't need to do that much overkill, do we? Just do this. Oh, because we killed Arnim, so his head of Hydra kicked in? Is that what that was? That was the animation for head of Hydra kicking in? I was like, what's going on here right now? Kind of forgot there was a thing that was going to happen there. Give me the rewards. Gimme. Woot. Another LT to add to the pile. Okay. Very good. That's Welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. for Arnim Zola. I don't think he's like breaking the game. I stand by what I said earlier at the beginning of our stream tonight. He's not meta. He's interesting. He has a neat kit for people that are going to help abuse that kit. People that make attack tiles or make any other type of sap tile and transform them into attacks. If you have anyone in your roster that plays with attack tiles, creates attack tiles, does something with attack tiles, you might have an interest in Arnim Zola then. Or at least, a use for him. It's, again, you're not going to, break the meta with him, but at the same time, you saw how he did those waves. So if you're going in PvE and you don't have a meta team that chews through enemies in one turn, he's an alternative. Teaming with the right people like 5-star Carnage or other applicable people, and you'll probably be through them in like a couple turns tops. Okay. Let's go back and spend those tokens we earned, right? We earned them. Let's do it. Clickety. Clickety. Just to see what we get. Come on, I want an Arnim cover. Gimme. Gimme. One more. Ah, shucks. Oh well. Alright, well, just a quick look here. Latest Legends is still these 3 girls. They'll be changing before we know it with the anniversary coming up. And can't wait to get in there and spend this big old HP and CP hoard we've saved up for this. I have over 100,000 HP we've saved up for anniversary stores. And when I go to spend it, I think I'll be doing it right here on Twitch or YouTube Live. I can't see why I wouldn't. Same thing with the CP. Whatever fancy anniversary stores we get with it, probably be spending it right here and having a ball doing it. Why not, right? Don't forget this weekend, starting tomorrow, we have the boss. We have the boss starting at noon Eastern time. Also, Puzzle Gauntlet will go live. I don't think any of us are having problems with bosses anymore. If you are, we do have an extensive playlist of all kinds of boss videos from all kinds of different bosses we've encountered over time. You could always shoot me a message if you're having curious questions or struggling with them at any point in time. But I definitely will be running Puzzle Gauntlet streams throughout the weekend at some point to finish off the Puzzle Gauntlet as quick as we can. We'll use our multiple man tactics and tackle the hard nodes as best we can. All right, that's about it for me. What's that? Nice. You got 16 million ISO. Holy crap, Dark. 65k HP and 5k CP. Nice. I'm almost up to the 5k CP mark. I got you beat on the HP, but dang, you got me on ISO. I only got a little over 6 mil. I will admit though, I dipped down to like 4.5 million ISO. That was the lowest I've been in a long time. Ascension costs ISO, but because I have enough people ascended to the 4-star and 5-star level now, I've started to make so much more ISO and other resources back that, well, proof's in the pudding. It's coming right back up to me. It's good stuff. Anyways, thank you very much for joining me on the YouTube side, Mark. I really appreciate seeing you there. On Twitch, John and Dark, always great to talk with you guys on here. I love it. Okay, well, I will talk to you guys later. See you soon for the Puzzle Gauntlet. And remember, help your alliance out. It's coming soon. Oh, and my daughter keeps telling me I should be saying, please hit like and subscribe. She tells me this, like I'm a pauper and I don't know what I'm doing, and she's right. So my little 5th grader knows more than I do. Anyways, thank you. Good night, everybody. Have a good one. See you.